Hey guys, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, and we're taking a look at a 1990 Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Okay, so this is a four-wheel drive, 5-speed manual diesel. Very cool vehicle. It's a 2.4 liter turbo diesel. It's a 2L engine. They're generally reliable, but you do want to watch out for overheating because they don't like overheating that much, so watch your coolant. Coolant in this one already looks a little bit dirty. It doesn't look contaminated with anything, but it does look dirty, and so change that up, change the oil up. It was also super black. This one comes with 2 batteries. Not really much else to say about the engine other than it runs pretty fine. This is kind of a neat little thing. We got the air filter inside here. Here's the intake into the turbo. You can see the turbo, top mount turbo, because that's the cool style. And it has this runner for extra response there. Kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm going to lower the hood. The vehicle's too tall for me to lower the hood with one hand, and so I'm just going to put the camera down, and I am not going to run it over with a truck. And success! We did not run over the camera with the Land Cruiser. And people were wondering about that. This isn't the Land Cruiser that I ran over my old camera with. This one is not as big. Okay, so the Land Cruiser Prado is a light-duty Land Cruiser. It's basically you take the Hilux pickup truck engine and then you put it into a Land Cruiser body, and there you go. And so you get a nice short wheelbase, good for 4x4. This is a more industrial type of vehicle. I think really awesome. Let's go over the auction sheet here, and I'll show you the condition. I'm going to translate the inspection sheet here for you. 1990 Land Cruiser Prado 4-wheel drive. It's an R grade because it's been in an accident. Interior and exterior are both C. 104,570 kilometers. 5-speed manual transmission. It says that this vehicle originally came from the mainland of Japan instead of Sapporo, where we bought this one from. Sapporo is a place where rust is a big issue. This vehicle looks like it's not bad with rust. It says here underside and engine room rust, but it's really, really mild. The engine room rust is very, very mild surface rusting on this front area here. In fact, let me show you, or you're not going to believe me. Pop. There is a rewind button for the video if you really want to see, but have a look right there. There. And there. And then no more. And so very light. Now surface rust usually means about that light. The underside will be about the same. Everything that I can see looks to be clean and tidy, so I'm just going to give you a quick peek. And so no rotten frame or disintegrating car. Something you want to watch out for with Land Cruisers because rust is a real thing. Okay, it's a twin battery version, and the report says windshield rock chip, winter tires come inside the car, interior scratched and dirty, cigarette burns, underside, I already said that, left front inner panel has been replaced and core support and dash panel dented. Okay. Aftermarket wheels with a question mark, and then it says LT 235 85R16 tires. Geolantern knobbly tires. Now they look like they have tread, but they actually really don't. They're right at the very end of their tread, and so probably going to need to be replaced. Look at the body here. We're good. Good. U3 on the roof is the big problem, and then this piece here has been replaced on the front. Now it doesn't look that bad. Accident vehicles in Japan could be 5 kilometers an hour, 10, 80, 100 or so, but it really is not the same as a salvage title vehicle, which a lot of countries do. In Japan, it's just if any of the structure of the vehicle has been replaced, i.e. the core support or the front inner panel, then it becomes an R grade vehicle. Okay, so the biggest problem of the car is the U3 on the roof, and I'll show you that. Let's do the once around here, then we're going to go for the interior of the vehicle. The Prado, notice the different front end from the Land Cruiser 70. Front wings back, it's basically the same body wise. aside from no over fenders on this model. And so their authentic version of the Land Cruiser, I guess you could call it, has wider fenders for wider tires. I do quite like the looks of the narrow body and the short body. It's good looking. And the champagne gold is nice. The clear coat is nice and bright on it. Good looking. Toyota Land Cruiser EFI diesel turbo wagon, side steps, aftermarket wheels, no tread left on the tires, aftermarket tail lights, and broken. Take a look. That piece is broken out of it. Prado LX5 4-wheel drive Toyota diesel. And you still have lots of tread on this one. That one has never been used. Okay. Let's look at it from the side because it looks coolest from the side in my opinion. I love the long hood on that. Okay, let's go to the interior now. Open the door. Okay, pretty basic door cards. Nothing is broken. Land Cruisers always crack up here. This one is not cracked. Tiny little cigarette burn right there. Crank style windows, cigarette burn here, cigarette burn here, cigarette burn here. This is the amazing cigarette juggler. Apparently not that amazing. He also got the seat here, 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 and here. And so, oh, maybe back here too. Nope. Okay, funny thing, all those cigarette burns, everything else in the interior is fine. And the seat cigarette burns are the worst. And then the door cigarette burns are not as easy to see. Good condition. Steering wheel, power steering works. Clutch seems like it's worn down. If you want to shift, you have to stomp on that clutch pedal like you're going to push it through the floor, and only then will you engage. If you do it like 9/10 of the way down, you're going to get crunchy, so you have to go all the way down and push that down, and then shifting is no problem. And this transmission is nice and robust. It's really fun to shift these without using the clutch, actually, because you can't do that. It's a real thing. AC works, comes with the coolest music ever. Listen to this. Now imagine somebody driving around Japan in their Land Cruiser listening to that. Okay, the heavy duty dashboard is cool. Metal dashboards should still exist, but sadly they don't. I guess too many deaths from metal in the head. Pad here. Dashboard looks to be pretty good. Okay, so we have 4-wheel drive and hub locks. It's electric hub locks. It's not turn yourself style. Over here, AC, fog lamps, intermittent on. I guess that's rear wiper. And doesn't smell like cigarettes in the car, which is weird because cigarette burns aplenty. There's two more right over here. Okay, and then you can do 2-wheel drive. Here, this is takes a little bit of explaining. H2 means you're in rear wheel drive there. 4-wheel drive, push here. And then pull this down for low gear 4-wheel drive. So kind of weird system, but I guess it works. E-brake works. That's good. Okay, so the short wheelbase version of the car has no rear doors. The long wheelbase version does. And so, a little bit tricky to get into the back. You can't from the driver's side, actually. Driver's side is a no-no. The passenger side, the seat pulls forward really far, and so I guess it gives you a little bit of room to get in there, but the back seats in these are not that usable. So you can see here, in we go, sitting down, and this seat is as far back as it will go. Knees don't touch. And you sit up higher in the back than in the front, so it's sort of like stadium seating. Kind of fun. Okay, getting out here. 2 doors on the back. Now here's a problem with the Land Cruisers. Because they don't have the tire arm, the tire is attached right onto the door there. And so you can't put a spare tire on the back that's any bigger than the width of the door, because you have to open this door first and it needs to be able to clear that tire in order to open the second door. And so if you want to put oversized tires onto the car, then you need like a roof rack to put that tire, a spare tire on, or run no spare tire, which for a big knobbly tire, no spare tire is better than like a car with no spare tire. Car tires are going to get flats a lot easier than a heavy duty knobbly tire like that. Okay, so in the back you don't get much room here. You can see this part here has some corrosion on it. And then I don't know how these seats flip, but it looks like, yeah, you can see the hinges at the bottom. These ones fold down and then they'll fold against the wall, that style, to give you more room to put stuff into the back if you want to do that. Close the door. Close the door. That door is a little bit stiff. Came with a set of winter tires over here on the original wheels. Original wheels have surface rust on them. Okay, so that's going to be the end of the walk around here. Hope you enjoyed Land Cruiser Prado 70 series. I think this is a 74. Pretty cool vehicle. I would love to have one of these. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.